his plan to keep his daughter out of danger is going so well, don't you think?
It'd be like that.
Going off well.
I think the keyhole they seek is somewhere in the palace. Now, my dear, if you can take me there without your daddy knowing,
I gotta try that.
I can help you get to these other worlds you long for.
I would try and
Secret
keep
pocket.
that. I would try to keep that there. I'll keep it behind my chair. Oh, everything to check there.
Yeah.
So I gotta equip stuff. This one has a freaking safe spot in this area. Where did I find that? Only one safe spot in all of Atlantica? That makes no sense. Good job, Donald.
As usual.
That's a new one.
Come on! This should help.
Come on.
The trident is mine at last, and I couldn't have done it without your help, my dear.
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
Why not? Aren't you tired of following your dear daddy's orders? Oh, yes. We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to the dark world of the Heartless.
We cannot find the keyhole. The keyhole is not here.
What? Why, we have company. I'm afraid you're a little late, handsome.
Daddy!
The trident. We must get it back.
Come on, let's go! Wait. I'm going with you. My father is hurt and it's all my fault. I have to stop Ursula.
That's right. I'm right behind you, Ariel.
You can get some snitches, snitch. Chose power from our colleges. For Ursula, my striker college with magic. How do you even know that?
Be like that.
That's a safe spot. Gotta go to Traverse Town.
Need to pee, I'll be back.
I can go to Traverse Town. Why is this the angle we start up in?
Fucking Donald.
Sorry, not helping the case.
Houdini!
You thought it was Donald, but it was actually Ariel in disguise. She was trying to sneak out of the world. Great. Now where the F is Ursula's Grotto.
Oh.
Up where?
No, not up. I was saying, doesn't that thingy tell you the trident? Isn't that like an arrow indicator?
That's the Trident's Palace, not the Ursula's Grotto.
Oh.
We have never been to Ursula's Grotto before.
There any more tiers you want me to make?
Game controllers.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Game controllers.
Why do enemies keep spawning? How can despawning?
Okay. Gotta tell you off the bat, half of these controllers I don't recognize, but the ones I do. Let's see. S tier, I put PS5 controller. I love the feel of it. A tier, A tier. I put Xbox One and Xbox 360 controllers. At B, I put GameCube, PS3, and Wiimote. Wow.
Put the A controller at B. That's a C tier controller. I've never seen one.
I enjoyed the feel of it.
So awkward and weird.
I don't know. I got used to it.
Try playing Microsoft joysticks on it. It ain't comfortable.
C, I put Sega Genesis, the Wii U pad, and the Switch Pro controller.
Which Pro controller gets a C?
I don't like the way it feels. Like, the buttons are weird to me.
Better than the Joy-Cons.
Oh, I put the Joy-Cons at D.
Joy-Cons are at F, defective piece of crud. Man,
And,
guys, HD Rumble's gonna be so big and amazing. Oh, look how much it's dead. Look how much no one uses it, bro. HD Rumble's so good, bro. The HR sets are so great.
You sound like that guy from SpongeBob.
They made me experience High Tide. Oh.
I like how you and Andy had like fucking issues with the Joy-Con things, but I never did.
They're so trash. They haven't worked in years. Oh. It went to like 2 months.
Jesus Christ. Then in the never owned category, I put the I didn't even know this existed. The Wii U controller?
The Wii Pro controller.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so I put that there.
It's about take the Xbox controller, just a bit not as good.
Oh. PS1, PS2, PS4, first Xbox, 64, and the Steam controller.
You forget the controller even exists.
I realized at the last second when I was looking over the list, I was like, oh shit, Steam controller.
N64 controller, where practically no games ever use a D-pad.
Rip.
I mean, I like N64 controller, you know, there's the fact that's like, who uses the D-pad on that thing?
Mario 64 didn't?
It's like, it could have used the D-pad, but there was no reason for the player to use it, is what I mean.
Oh.
Because you control the camera through the C buttons.
Oh, okay. Got anything else in mind?
You know what? Let's talk about what you feel is the best gaming generation.
Ooh. So, okay. Let me see. Gaming generation. Immediately shows me Pokemon. Okay, a specific title in mind, because like I'm seeing a broad spectrum here.
I didn't mean a tier list. I mean generation as in what console generation.
Oh, whoops. Console generation. Well, let me see. I'm gonna have to go with the 2000s. Do I need to specify?
Yes.
I'm gonna say PS3, Xbox 360, Wii.
I feel the best one.
Yeah, so much good memories for me.
I feel like that's where gaming generation started dying down and becoming more of the exact same thing.
Oh.
That and also, you know, PS3 really doesn't run well, really doesn't run well and requires people knowing black magic in order to get to work properly.
I remember my first fucking PS3 got fucking deleted because like one day it just decided to stop reading Blu-ray discs, and I'm like, you were programmed to read Blu-ray. What the fuck you mean you can't read Blu-ray anymore?
I had to get my PS3 fixed for that earlier this year.
Ooh.
Because for years, they didn't read Blu-rays. It's actually a more common thing than you would think that happens.
Wow.
To the point where there are YouTube tutorials on how to fix PS3s, that how to replace the disc drive of PS3. And then we're talking about the yellow light death challenge, which I'm a victim of.
Oh, the yellow light. I never got that, but I remember you talking about it before.
It's literally both the PS3 and Xbox and first model Xbox 360s were literally built to fail.
Ooh.
The problem is in how the companies responded. Microsoft immediately spent $2 million to fix the issue.
Oh wow.
They literally paid to ship, fix, and send back people's Xbox 360s at like freaking expedited shipping.
And I bet Sony didn't do anything.
Sony blamed the consumer.
Of course.
Sony said, nah, that's your fault for not keeping it the proper temperature. Problem is, the proper temperature of the PS3 doesn't matter because the fat PS3 literally cooked itself to death.
Ooh.
Your room will become hot if you use a freaking fat PS3. That's how much heat the thing let out. And the problem with the yellow light of death is excess heat.
My God.
So the console literally cooked itself.
So that's what all those fucking cooking hot dog memes were about for the PS3.
I mean, that's the same issue with Xbox Red Ring of Death, which ironically a method to fix the Red Ring of Death was to wrap the Xbox in a towel and smother it.
What?
No one knows why, but that straight up actually works.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was part of a generation where Sony. This is the thing. There's always a generation where Sony will get way too smug and overly content on their success, and then it slaps them in the face.
Rip.
The PS3 generation is that. Do you remember the original pricing of the PS3?
No.
For a 60 gigabyte model of a fat PS3, $600. For the 80 gigabyte, $800. And Sony's claim was that they want the PS3 to feel like it was worth getting 2 jobs just to buy it. Only for it to fry to death.
Rip.
And they also got sued because the PS3 was supposed to allow you to install Linux, and it never did.
I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah. They promised features of the PS3 that they never actually followed up, which also an issue with the Vita, where they also had another lawsuit. They promised the Vita to be a version of Vita that allowed you to use your freaking cell phone provider to essentially be able to use the Vita's Wi-Fi on the go. That never happened.
Wow.
It's that check that Etika had that was worth like $25. That he went around New York bragging about having that check. He's like, yeah, I got your money, Sony. That's a freaking smug Sony. But yeah, occasionally Sony will get smug and think they're untouchable, and then they'll completely F up. Which is how some people feel with how Sony's acting with the PS5. On top of how they're, not say super badly, but they're treating like Japanese developers worse and worse. We went a full circle. I want you to know that. I want you to effing know this is where we started.
It really do be like that.
Should have been quick to a map system.
Damn. Yeah, I was a little late on the console scene. Didn't get my PS3 until 2008, Xbox to 2009, and GameCube to like 2011.
That's what I was when the PS3 died. Sibling of mine freaking bought an Xbox 360. For some reason, all my PS3 friends and relatives, for some reason, felt as if I freaking took a knife, stabbed them in the back 5 times, and then spit on their PS3. They legitimately called betrayal.
Wow.
Just because because the household went from a PS3 household to a 360 household. I'm like, it's just games. Why are y'all so mad?
Exactly.
I also can't get over the fact that happened during a summer where someone literally claimed that I would get the yellow light of death. So imagine this guy years later, this one duty man in high school messaged him on PS3 going, I want you to know you were right, my PS3 did die, that's why I was on PS3 for literally years. Imagine being that guy. What would you say?
I don't know.
His response, lol.
Okay.
That's all you have to say to being a freaking prophet. Just lol.
Foul.
Yeah, freaking. This is just the fact that it's like, can I name good games from the PS3 360 era? Yes. Can I name anything that legitimately like super wowed me? No.
Maybe, but I'd have to think about it.
Me, it's a case of like no. It's like I like Infamous 1 and 2, and those were great new IP. But when I call them like some of the best things I ever played, it's like Cole McGrath's one of my favorite video game characters. But as for the games themselves, it's like I wouldn't go. This is totally yes, Infamous 1 and 2. The third-person shooters that try their best to hide the fact that they're a third-person shooter are truly some of the pinnacle of video games right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how people don't realize Infamous is a third-person shooter. No, it's not a superhero game. You have a pistol, you have a sniper, you have grenades, you have rockets. It's a third-person shooter. It's just disguised with electricity powers. Your main method of attacking is is aiming with L1 and then tapping R1 to shoot, like a gun. It's third-person shooter, people. It's like PS3 is where it became about, look at how fancy our graphics are. What about gameplay? F gameplay, says the companies. Look, we got the Uncharted series. Uncharted 1 is literally trash. But look at the motion, look at the freaking look at the motion capture work. I mean, it looks good, but see, that's all that matters.
Got him.
Look at Uncharted 2. Literally the best parts of this game are the set pieces and nothing else. It's very box standard third-person shooter. But look at the graphics and the set pieces. It's amazing that Uncharted 2 has an entire section where you have to freaking work with this person you get to work with this Tibetan man who doesn't speak English, and both characters try to get across what they're trying to do in a freaking two-man location, and either of them could kind
of Somehow that what? You faded out. Boy, I think you're having mic trouble again.
How?
Okay.
Grotto. We're back at Triton's Palace. We've made zero progress. Maybe Triton will know where to go. At least he better. I'm cutting off his tail and eating it for dinner. I wonder how dolphin meat tastes.
Make sure you have Ariel in your party to get Sebastian to help you, and the rock will lower into the ground and open up a new path. This path will lead to the Den of Tides. Follow the path to the left of the tidal abyss, which would lead you straight forward to Ursula's grotto.
There's just to come from the direction of the second ship. Or there's some construction on the wall behind the shipwreck. God damn it. Yeah, it's the whole time just talk to Triton and wait for his second dialogue box. Why wouldn't he say that the first time? Back to the sunken ship, which means back to the dolphin. Yeah, it's like, what did the PS3 360 generation do that makes it feel special to you?
Oh, you know, childhood nostalgia. Got a lot of good games that I sunk my time into.
I'm thinking like console-wise, like what the PS3 have? It had 6-axis, which was also a dumb gimmick, and like no games, and only like early PS3 games ever used them.
Yeah.
360 had the Kinect, which in itself was a dumb $150 gimmick that me and my brother bought. Don't talk to me about it. We're idiots. Shut up. I got to play Mass Effect 3 with the Kinect. I gotta be peak nerd. While you were pushing buttons to tell Liara to do something, I got to actually yell at her.
Well, bang, okay.
While you were struggling against the greatest enemy known to man, Marauder Shields, I got to use an export I didn't think about.
Oh.
In that section where your armor is all broken and you ain't going to use a pistol, the Kinect command, the Kinect command still worked. So while you were going slowly, I was going body charge, Nova, body charge, because it still worked. Shepard wasn't injured at all. The pain was in their imagination. You also said Wii. What makes the Wii feel special to you?
Oh, I think you know the answer to that.
Hitting your nuts to play Michael Jackson The Experience?
And Metroid.
You like your freaking... Oh my god. 4 big ones that split into 3?
Oh, okay.
I just want to grab the dolphin. Hey, y'all keep scaring away the dolphin. I swear y'all are guilty gear players. Not letting me use the dolphin. Oh my god, I don't want me to use a dolphin.
Really do be like that. I also enjoyed playing Wii Sports.
Everyone enjoyed playing Wii Sports. It's one of the most sold video games to exist. I'm not even joking.
I believe it.
It's one of the best-selling video games ever. Which means people actually bought Wii Sports, even though it came with the system. I remember there being some award show where they went, what's the best game of the decade? And that competition had stuff like Half-Life 2. Got beat out by Wii Sports. Get F, nerds. What's that? Half-Life 2? Pioneer? Nah, Wii Sports. I waggle. what's that? Where's the storytelling? Nah, I beat someone. I beat an NPC in boxing. I'm gonna eat with French fries, Sebastian.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like carrying anything really truly outstanding to PS3 360 collection.
Game wise or performance wise?
Game wise. Because performance wise, 360 and the systems function just like the PS3 function at below 30 FPS.
Oh, see, Kid Me didn't know what the hell that was, so I as long as it could play a game, I didn't give a shit. Well, since PS3 was my first and then Xbox came after, I'd say what stood out to me the most was Burst Limit and Ultimate Ninja Storm. And this other game called Mercenaries 2 World at War. I played the shit out of that fucking game. What else was there? Oh yeah, Dead Space. Raging Blast. I actually did enjoy Ultimate Tenkaichi. Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction.
I'm in love with you. I've played all of 3 Ratchet and Clank games. The reboot, which people say is not as good as the original. Freaking Size Matters, which people say is just not a good Ratchet and Clank to begin with. And Deadlocked, which people tend to be iffy about, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
I played that on my Wii.
Oh. Shattered Dimensions 1, because I didn't know there was a 2.
There is no 2.
Oh, I thought there was.
Freaking... There's another Spider-Man game that they made, but it's not an actual sequel. People just feel like it is, because that's 2 out of the 4 Spider-Man from Shattered Dimensions.
Oh, okay.
But it's not actually a sequel.
What else? GTA 4. Oh yeah, back in my wrestling days, got SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
My wrestling days was on the Pete was playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. And that's it. I didn't play any other ones.
I had that one on the PSP. For some reason, I couldn't find it on PS3. I don't know why. I would say, though, 2008 and 9 were like my 2 favorite wrestling games, mostly because those were the last 2 where you can actually have mixed gender fighting before it was restricted to one gender can only face said gender. I used to fucking love having the fucking males and females kicking each other's asses. That was like the highlight of my career. What other games were there? Oh yeah, then on Xbox we had Left 4 Dead.
I played Left 4 Dead 1 Xbox. I went to a survival match and one dude using an exploit to let us rack up the entire time.
Of course. Yeah, I had gotten Left 4 Dead 2 first, and then I got 1, and it was just magical. Then back to PS3. I had this one Call of Duty game, what was it? Modern Warfare 1, I think? But, you know, I didn't have online at that time, so I would always, it would just always be me and my friend playing, like, split screen, and we would, like, exploit the game with the fucking ragdoll physics and shit, so we would blow each other up inside this bus, and we would see, like, our neck and arms stretch everywhere.
Sure, bro.
The Simpsons movie game.
Never actually played it. Only ever played the demo. I remember how people got upset with that game for false advertising for a bit.
Oh.
They had a joke trailer that said the game would come out on every system ever, and literally listed every system ever. But people said they're legitimately convinced that game was coming out on systems like MS-DOS and the Amiga, and it's like, are y'all stupid? Apparently, yes.
Yeah. Fucking dead game. I wanted it on the PS1. Trash.
I mean, I was listed.
Oh shit.
I said every game system ever was listed. That's for the joke.
Oh, okay. The God of War Trilogy, even though I only played one?
I played no God of War.
I think the only God of War that I actually beat was Chains of Olympus on PSP.
I heard the PSP games were good. Some of one of them I know someone said was actually like one of the best, had the best writing in a God of War game.
It just reminds me, it's like, you know, when Kid Me played that game, the fucking scene where you're supposed to like mash buttons to have sex with this woman, right? Kid Me didn't know what that was, so when I was doing that mini game, the camera like panned to the candle and I just saw the bumping, I thought to myself, are they wrestling with each other? What are they doing?
I mean, I played Fable, where the Fable has like these giant doors that fill like certain things to open them. One of the giant doors literally requires you to have sex or to open it. So I just went to the nearest freaking horror house, and then the door literally asks you, by the way, how was it?
I don't recall what title, but I know I have some Ninja Gaiden game from my PS3.
It's early PS3 and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1.
I guess so. I don't recall.
I actually did Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1, never actually beat it. I just gave up on it.
I made some progress, I just forgot what the fuck happened. I also played, like, the first 2 chapters of Heavenly Blade, and then I stopped, I don't know why.
Never even played it, just really didn't give enough. Oops, I think I didn't mean to.
I don't know what else.
Man. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do? Okay.
Nice.
Not supposed to use Blizzard, but nope. Got no thunder.
Oh yeah, Dead Rising too. Oh, that was a favorite of mine. Even though I never beat the final boss because I couldn't.
We're talking TK or Sullivan?
Sullivan.
It's funny because you can cheese that guy.
Yeah, his bomb throwing shit was what kept fucking making me lose. So I just stopped. I never played again.
He threw bombs.
Yeah.
Since effing when?
I don't know. That's just what he did. Every time I try to go up to him, he'd throw a fucking bomb at me.
Also, that fight is bugged and they fixed it.
Rip.
There is one attack he does that will just immediately put you to 1 HP left. It's not supposed to happen.
Oh no, that's what I encountered! This motherfucker.
He has one attack where he jumps at you, and if it hits you, it immediately puts it at 1 HP. That's not what the attack is supposed to do.
Wow, yeah, no wonder I couldn't fucking beat him!
This is not working.
Ooh, yes, another favorite of mine, Time Shift. I love playing that game so much. Nice, easy, got him.
So react to your kids dying?
You'll pay for this!
Let's go. Let's get Trident back. Learn a mermaid kick. We can now swim faster.
Nice. Yeah, I would always be fucking around in that game with rewinding and fast forwarding time shit. So like, I would always see like the fucking enemies that I killed just like come back up and then die again. That was like my highlight of that game.
I mean, that's what I kind of did with Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I never beat that game because, well, the novelty of being able to reverse time kind of worse than incredibly fast.
Oh.
Come on! Come on!
That's like PS3 360 Wii era. It's like,
I had a Ben 10 Alien Force game for the 360.
I bet you did.
Never finished it.
I bet you did.
I was more into the Kid Ben 10 on my PSP.